Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not forget to turn on notifications because I'm here every day for you. Alright, in this lesson we will continue our tutorial project. Previous lesson we are finalized our mapping action, and now we're going to move this mapping action from our controllers to our services. Okay, as I told you before, we never going to use this mapper methods because this is static basis method. We are trying to use reflection, and it is a good example to hone your skills. All right, in real project we're going to use third-party libraries like automapper. It is going to save our time, and they have comes a lot of features with itself. Okay, let's continue our static basis tutorial project. Now let's get back our services. By the way, in my real project I'm not using generic services, but to show you how we can create a generic services, that's why I created here. Now I'm going to modify it to able to add our mapper methods here. Okay, all right, let's first add our private read-only mapper. Let's copy from our controller all of them. Here we go. Oops, we placed wrong place. It has to be in our class. Perfect. And it has to be the entity, and we're going to add another types of classes. Let's say T list view model, T create view model, and T update view model. Alright, let's copy all of them to generic service section. Perfect. Let's add our restrictions. Perfect. Let's get back our generic service. Let's add our restriction here as well. I'm going to copy and paste from here. Here we go. Perfect. Control KD. Alright. We need to add our variables here as well. Perfect. Alright. Now let's implement our types. Here, list vModel comes here, create comes here, and update comes here. Perfect. Let's add them all in our constructor. All of them has been added. Let's use vertical system to make them much more readable. Yep, here we go. Yep, perfect. Alright. All we need to change the return types using these mappers. Alright guys. Let's go our generic service. Get all items. Perfect. T entity. Okay. The return type is going to be T list vModel. Perfect. And the return type T entity, not T. It has to be T create vModel, T update vModel, and this is T entity. Let's send T list as well, because it is going to use, or we are using get item by ID for update. I'm going to send update vModel. Alright, let's get back our generic service again. All we need to do is change the parameters. Create item. Where is my T create vModel? Yep, perfect. And where's my T update? T update, yep. Anything else? We need to add TList vModel for listing method. Anything else? Let me have a look. It must be updated as well. Let's copy from here. Perfect. Alright, let's add our mapping methods now. First of all, we need to create a the entity var entity. Let's bring create mapper map. The source is T create vModel, right? And the destination is T entity. Alright. The source is request. Perfect. We're going to give entity as a parameter to our create item. Perfect. It's completed. We don't have any problem delete item. We're going to leave it as it is. Let's come here now. So everything is correct here. All we need to do map here var mapped, or let's say var entity, or let's say item list vModel. It's much more better name. Let's use list mapper map. Yes, the source is, let's have a look. The source is category, right? Sorry, entity, ilist entity, ilist, oops, T entity. Alright. The destination is again ilist, but this time this is TList entity. TList vModel, sorry. Perfect. Alright, let's add our source. Source is going to be items. Alright, do we have any problem here? Yeah, we have to turn it to the list. Yeah, perfect. Now we're going to return item list vModel. As you can see, ilist TList vModel. Perfect. It's all good. Let's continue get item by ID. I'm not sure is that okay using T update vModel. Let's continue with the T update as well, okay? If we have any problem while we're using in controller, we can have an action to change it. Okay. So we going to receive it using by ID. So this is T entity. Then we need to update item. Where is my update mapper? Yep, here we go. This is the source, right? The first one is, oh, sorry, map. The first one is source. The source is, let me have a look, T entity. Yep. And destination is T update vModel. The source is item. Perfect. Let's return update item. As I told you before, we're going to check this one. I'm not quite sure. the update item, let's find entity update mapper dot map. The source is update, I guess, t update and view model. T entity request, perfect. And let's send entity as a parameter to update item. Perfect. I guess all done. Let's save it. Let's build the solution. Let's see if there is a problem here. Alright, we have some problem which is in our controller, which is normal. We're going to refactor it right now. Are we in controller? Yeah. Okay, let's delete, not delete, let's add our the other entities. So we add our entity as a category. Now list view model, create view and update view model. Category, list view model. The third one, category create view model. The last one is category update view model. Perfect. Now we can delete all mapping sections. We don't need it. Let's delete all constructor. I'm going to create one more time. Let's generate constructor. Perfect. Now we can delete mappings. Let's delete all mappings. Perfect. Let's start amending step by step. The categories repository gets all items. We're going to return categories. Let's have a look. The result. It returns category list view model. Perfect. This is category. Okay. Category create view model. Okay. We're going to give request directly. Perfect. Action results. Yeah. The item is category update view model. Perfect. We're going to use it in update category. Alright, so we're going to send update view model directly. Perfect. Alright, now our controller is much more simple, easy to read, and less complex. Alright, let's save it. Let's build the application, build the solution. We have one fail. Probably it is in registration section. Yep, here we go. Perfect. Let's amend this section. iGeneric service receiving 1, 2, 3, 4 different parameters. So we need to add 3 comma and 3 comma here. 3 comma means there is 4 different variable in our services. Perfect. Let's build the application one more time. 0 failed. Perfect. Alright, let's save everything. Close all the sections. And let's run the application and let's see the results. Alright, we received an error. Let's have a look. Cannot create an instance of interface. Did we send an interface? We must make an error. Let's have a look our generic services. Yeah, we sent iList. We couldn't do that. We supposed to send list because we can't create an object of interface. This is correct. Alright, now let's save it. Let's run the application one more time. Perfect, it's working. Let's try to add new category. Let's say test. Perfect. Let's edit it. Edit have problem here. Okay, let's get back. Probably we didn't fix the return types. Let's have a look controllers. Let's open our view. Update category, item ID, perfect. Delete category, item category list view model. So what is the problem here then? Let's run application one more time, see the error message again. Okay, if I click edit, category update view model. We didn't change the models in our views. Let's have a look. Let's start with create. Go to view, category. Yeah. So we need to add category, create view model. All right. Let's go to our update. Go to view, category, update view model. Yeah, it must be work now. Let's click edit. Perfect. Let's change it. Test 45. Update. Perfect. Let's delete it. It's working. Let's add one more different thing. New test and delete it. It's working. Perfect. Alright guys. Now it is really close to be a best practice. Our controller is much more clear, expandable, and readable. Okay, so we finalized our service refactoring section. I'm going to finish this lesson here, and next lesson let's continue with product entity, and we can complete product controller, I think. Okay, take care of yourself. See you on next lesson, guys. Bye bye.